Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. According to talkSPORT journalist Michael Benson, referring to British promoter Eddie Hearn, the WBO decided that the absolute lightweight world champion George Kambosos should hold the next fight against the first number of her rating, Vasily Lomachenko. According to Eddie Hearn, the WBO has now officially appointed George Kambosos to defend the WBA, WBC franchise, IBF and WBO titles against Vasily Lomachenko. Hearn said he's still trying to arrange a Kambosos fight with Haney instead, Michael Benson wrote on his Twitter page. Early it became known that Vasily Lomachenko accepted all the conditions of the Kambosos team. In particular, the Ukrainian boxer is ready to alter a rematch clause into the contract, which is instead on in the camp of the absolute champion. It is expected that the Kambosos-Lomachenko duel will take place on June 5 in Melbourne, Australia. Egis Klimas, the manager of the former world champion in three weight categories Vasily Lomachenko, assured that the Ukrainian boxer does not plan to end his career if he doesn't agree on a fight with the absolute lightweight world champion George Kambosos. We don't know yet whether it will be possible to assemble a full stadium in Australia. The situation may change at any moment, but the whole Lomachenko team is vaccinated. We have no reason not to go there. In particular, we will agree to rematch if the camp of Kambosos asks for it. What will remain for Lomachenko if the Kambosos chooses another path? Pension? No, Lomachenko will not finish his career until he wins all 4 belts. That's his goal. He needs 4 titles in some weight. Now this is his goal and he's moving in this direction, Klimas said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 100 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Egis Klimas, manager of ex-world champion in 3 weight categories Vasily Lomachenko, confirmed that the Ukrainian boxer is close to a duel with the absolute world champion in lightweight, George Kambosos. I have a good feeling that the Lomachenko-Kambosos duel will take place. Now we are discussing a contract for 2 fights, including if Lomachenko wins. Then a rematch will take place. I know there is some interest coming from the Australian government. We are conducting a dialogue. It is difficult to say anything about the date now, but most likely it will be the end of May or June. We are not just ready to go to Australia. We are ready for Lomachenko to hold a training camp there. This way we can guarantee that the duel will take place, because borders can be closed and opened. Let's assume that the fight will take place in May. Then in March, Lomachenko will start preparing for it in Australia, Klimas said. According to ESPN journalist Mike Oppinger, the former world champion in 3 weight Ukrainian Vasily Lomachenko accepted all the conditions for a fight with the absolute champion in the lightweight division, Australian George Kambosos. It is also reported that the contract includes a rematch clause in case of defeat of the representative of Australia. At the same time, the champion has not yet given his consent to a duel with the Ukrainian. Sources report that Vasily Lomachenko has accepted all the terms of the deal for a potential fight with the absolute lightweight world champion George Kambosos Jr. This deal includes a rematch clause if Kambosos loses. According to sources, George has not yet given his consent. If Kambosos fights Lomachenko, the fights will be broadcast by ESPN. Oppinger tweeted. George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney seem like natural opponents at this stage of their careers, with whatever dispute there is and anyone's undisputed claim easily put to bed if the two simply fight one another and find out who wins. But Kambosos has said don't believe in the fight, which matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn, who works with Haney and Dazn, says is simply not true. I love George Kambosos. I don't want to pick holes in what he's saying, but someone's not telling George Kambosos the truth, because Dazn are very happy for Kambosos against Haney, Hearn said. They are always very happy for Kambosos against Ryan Garcia. He is a big draw. We have already spoke to Dazn. There is a deal in place to try and make this happen. We have made a deal suggestion in writing to Ludibel and George Kambosos' team. We've not received anything in writing in return. Devin Haney is ready to go, and I hope George sees this, because I love George and I love the team. Devin Haney is ready to get on a plane and make the undisputed fight. There is no money issues, there is no vaccine issues, there is nothing. He will take the fight. Don't worry about people that might take a fight in August or September or might not even be fighting by them. Make the undisputed fight. Someone's telling him things that aren't right. And it baffles us, because Bill Haney messaged me and Gus what he is on about. And we are speaking to Dazen. They like the fight. We are ready to go. The money is there. It's not an issue. Let's make the fight, Hearn said. Hearn stressed that Haney is absolutely ready to go, and that everyone on their side acknowledged that Kambosos is the man at lightweight at the moment, which is why Haney is willing to travel to Australia for the bout. The promoter also said that while Dazen may indeed prefer Kambosos to face Ryan Garcia, the streaming surveys had made the offer for the Haney fight and are structured to make that fight work. Hearn said he feels Kambosos' real options at the moment are Haney in an undisputed fight or Vasily Lomachenko, who has indicated interest as well. We will see what Kambosos does, Hearn said in closing. Rolando Romero warns Gervonta Davis not to withdraw from fight. Rolando Romero is coming for Gervonta Davis after their first matchup was scrapped in late 2021. Their fight has yet to be scheduled, but whenever it gets finalized, Romero doesn't want Davis to pull out of it at any cost. The situation is now quite clear. Davis must win the WBA regular 135 title. The tank has so far given no indication of putting or postponing the fight. Romero had to go through a tough period amid the allegations to get a Davis fight, and he is most likely to not make it a walk in the park for the WBA champ. The challenger is promoting the wall fight single-handedly with his trash talk ability. In a recent interview, "I'm back and I'm mandatory, and the fight has to happen because if it doesn't, he is clearly a VP. On the contrary, Davis stays on the low when it comes to promotion. Like his mentor Floyd Mayweather, he likes to sit back and enjoy watching his opponents doing all the talking. Davis is coming off a close decision win over Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who replaced Romero at the 11th hour after he was under allegation of sexual assault. He seems quite confident about his fight and believes he can easily clinch the lightweight crown of Davis. Let's say it like this: everybody that's been in the ring with me and Tank, they are taking me. Everybody that has seen both of us spar. I'm talking about a lot of people over their floors. They're taking me. Ryan Garcia hasn't been in the ring since his January 2021 win over Luke Campbell, but the lightweight star is set to make his return on April 9, when he faces Emmanuel Tagoe in a Dazen main event from San Antonio. Garcia also recently parted ways with trainer Eddie Reynoso and will be working with Joe Goosen for his next bout. That's among many questions fans and observers will have going into that fight and going forward in the young standout's career. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.